Earth, Wind, and Fire. I was a good friend of Maurice White.
Mhm.
So Maurice, but this is before Earth, Wind, and Fire. He kept asking me to be with the group because he heard around it's 69, early 69, we were talking about breaking up because Minnie was getting uneasy. She was getting very popular and she was tired of all the rock and roll thing. So she wanted to leave. And so the word kind of got out, Rotary might be breaking up and da.
Yeah.
So anyway, he said he was telling me about his group, Salty Pepper. He said, I want you and Minnie to come and play with me. We'll do it like a jazz rock. And I said, I don't know. So in the end, it ended up, Minnie said, nah, I don't want to go with Maurice. I want to do my own thing. I want to do solo. So she left when Rotary broke up. She left me solo. Well, Maurice said, "Okay, Sid, no more Rotary connection. You come sing with me." And he asked me about. He called me early in the morning sometimes. Sid, please come on. And I said, "No, man, I can't do it because at the time too, I was also doing a lot of commercials around
Yeah.
Chicago, and I was making. And Rotary had broken up, and I was kind of heartbroken because I was starting to like it. I
Oh,
like the road. So when we went on the road with Rotary Connection, it wasn't no Chitlin circuit no more. We were private jets
oh,
and
yeah.
limousines and dressing rooms and people giving us lavish parties. And I mean, it was showtime, baby.
Yeah.
So and when Maurice was talking about putting a new group together, he was talking about putting a black group together. And because George had, as that's what George had done, they always wanted to, stay in that little lane. But I knew if you got a black group and you're trying to build it from the bottom up, you got to go through the Chitlin circuit, and I wasn't doing that no more.
Yeah.
So I said, Maurice, I don't want to sing it no more, man. In a band that's got starting out. He said, well, I don't want to do it. I'm not a singer. I'm a drummer. I said, Reese, I heard you sing, and I know you're cool, man. You give it a try. Anyway, he and I had done a couple of background sessions at Chess Records, and he
Yeah.
said, man, if there's one thing I do, I want to sing with you one day, man. I love your harmonies. Well, what happened after then he called me and he said, okay, Sidney, since you send me down. I'm gonna get Philip Bailey. And I said, okay, Philip sounds like a good idea. Da, da, da. He said, well, I'm gonna try to sing. If you think I can do it, I'm gonna try. So I said, you got to do it, Reese. So he also realized that if he had an individual singer and the singer was good, that he'd be getting a lot of trouble somewhere down the line because the singer would be wanting to go out on a solo. And we talked about all that.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm gonna try it, man, because I'll save myself a lot of trouble. But he said, I ain't no singer. So we talked about it. Then after a while, I knew he did it, man. That's it. He called me, said, "I'm doing it, man. I'm doing it." I go, "Okay, baby. You. I told you. I told you." So he said, "But I'm still want to sing with you." So after he got big hit, and he got his first independent production deal with Columbia to produce Denise Williams for his Columba Records.
Yeah.
Columba, the thing he played with his thumb. He uh he hired Charles to do their incident. They gave him a deal. This was in back in the day when the brother had his own production deal, independent production deal. That was a big thing.
Yeah.
So when George got his with Casablanca, he called me to come out there and do Mothership Connection with him, and I did that. Made so. When Maurice got a chance to do his independent production deal, he chose Denise Williams, who was one of Stevie Wonder's singers.
Right.
And I knew Denise. So anyway, I said, I don't know, Reese. You can't turn me down, man. You turn me down first when five, da, 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 da. I pay you good, I bring you out here. End up doing the album with him. It was me, him, and Denise. So you heard that record, I just got to be free. Ba-da-da-ba. That's
Yeah.
me, Maurice, and Denise. We did all her first 2 or 3